Okay, so we're going to be unboxing my new Apollo Universal Audio unit, but first, this was my old RME Fireface 800. I've had this for 10 years, and it finally died. So I'm going to be replacing this with my new unit that I just bought, and that is the Apollo High Resolution Interface by Universal Audio. This one is an Apollo 8. So first we're going to open up the box. Right now it's sealed beautifully. It's been resealed, I think. This looks like it's been retaped, so it must have been opened at one point. We're going to take this knife and we're going to go ahead and score the tape. Here we are. We're breaking the tape up. Fantastic. And we're going to score this tape too. All right. And I'm going to turn this around now. We're going to do this side as well. Well, fantastic. That came apart pretty easily. This part came apart fine. So this is just the outer box. And here is actually the inner box. And as you can see, this is the Apollo 8 Thunderbolt 2 interface. This one, I believe, is the quad processor. So it has 4 processors. It's the quad processor with DSP accelerators. And what that means is there's a certain amount of software and processing that happens in the unit itself, not in my computer, because I'm actually going to run this on a Mac Mini because this has so much power inside it that I don't need to have a fancy computer. So we're going to open the box here. Here we go. We can see now the bottom of the box and the side here. We're going to flip this around. This right here. Here we go. So this is the Thunderbolt 2 interface. It's got 18 by 24 interface, world-class 24-bit conversion. That's really good. I'm very excited about that. And I think it's a nice box. Well, what do you think? You think it's a nice box?
It's a nice box.
That's a pretty nice box. It's nice flip box. It's dark. Has a kind of a dark, ominous color. I like the texture. I like the feel of the way they printed it. They did a nice job with that. We're going to lift this up very slowly. And here we go. We lift this up, and then we're going to... Oh, there it goes. We have opened the box. It's absolutely amazing. Fantastic. So now we have this. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. I thought it'd be a lot larger. Oh, maybe this is just the extras. This may just be the software. We don't know what's in that. It does say Apollo. It's beautifully sealed. Wouldn't you say so? Beautifully sealed in plastic. This has never been opened, which is funny because this was actually a B stock, but I think this was actually just a demo model that they made and they sold to me, which is great. The demo model, I saved a few $100. I think I paid $1,700 for this here in Los Angeles. It's much cheaper than if you bought the A stock. Has the same warranty, has the same software, everything about it is the same. It's just a couple $100 cheaper if you want to save a couple $100. So then we pull this unit out and we got look at this beautiful foam packaging here. Very perfectly molded, beautifully done, I might add. Has that weird kind of a little bit outgassing, not so thrilled, but that's nicely done. We can recycle that. I believe it's entirely recyclable. Would you say that recyclable is good?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, great. Well, it does have silica gel, and remember, do not eat. You must throw away the silica gel. Absolutely important. So we're going to take these parts off now, and now we're down to the unit itself. We're going to take this. We're going to cut this away here. Hey, if that's Beyonce, tell her to stop calling me, please. It's over. All right. So we're going to cut this part here, and great. Looks like this is, there's extra tape here. Again, looks like this was retaped because this is extra tape. I don't know if this is in the original packaging. I think this might have been, I think it's extra tape. What do you think? Is it extra tape?
I think so.
Possibly extra tape. We're not really sure because we won't have another package to compare it with. But we can assume. Now we're going to take the plastic bag off. Oh, beautifully done. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the beautiful black color. This is the Quad 2 Apollo 8 with a beautiful, look at this unit. Absolutely gorgeous with this lovely display. It's quite a bit larger than my former unit. If you compare the two, the RME to the Quad, it's actually quite a lot larger. This has a lot more DSP power, has a lot more onboard effects that this unit didn't have. Although this had 8 preamps, this only has 4, but I don't need that many preamps. I just mostly need the outputs. I need the outputs because I need the 225-1. I would need 6 outputs, and I have actually 8 outputs here. I have 4 line-ins TRS connectors, or of these Neutrik connectors, which are both TRS or XLR. I have SPDIF in and out, which is stereo, and I've got word clock. I don't even know if people still use that, but they do offer us word clock with 75 ohm termination. We do have also ADAT busing for optical in and out on this, and it has a 4-pin power supply, which makes me think they were thinking about the industry when they did it, because in the film industry that's what we use as a 4-pin XLR for power. So this is the Apollo Universal Audio. I presume this is the software box. It came inside, as you remember, inside the larger box for the whole unit. I'm going to open this now with this little scissor. Going to remove this, I guess, kind of plastic outer part. It's a little tough to get out. It's really sealed on there pretty tight. So there we go. There we go. We got ourselves a starter now. We can go ahead and remove this plastic. Let's just see what's inside this, shall we? So this is a flat black box, as you can see, with a nice matte finish. It's got embossed letters, which is beautifully done. We're going to slide this part out here. And this is basically just looks like a black painted piece of corrugated cardboard. Not particularly nice, but looks like easily recyclable. Not a great package, but that's okay. And then we're opening here, we have the product catalog. This is all the products from Universal Audio, which is kind of cool. I think it's an old UA console, actually. It's from the 50s. It's beautiful. And then we have a picture of guys in ties. It's very important. I don't know exactly what this is. This is some kind of getting started box. It's actually just seems to be a piece of cardboard. I'm not even sure what this is. It just says download and install required software. There you go. So it's just a nice little picture with some embossed letters to tell you where to go. You can go right there and start Apollo 8. Great. And then over here, oh, I see. It has an external power supply. That's interesting. The power supply is not internal to the unit, so it does have an external power supply, which is kind of not a big selling point in my opinion. I would prefer to have an internal power supply. But here we go. So this guy, it must be the 4-pin connector, the 4-pin XLR connector we talked about before. So indeed, it is the 4-pin XLR connector. And then this is going to go into an Edison, standard Universal Edison, Universal plug, which they have here. So that's all that's in here is just that, and also some more silica gel. And they do actually have some rack mount screws with washers. That's really nice of them to put the little rack mount screws. Notice though, there is no Thunderbolt wire. Does not exist in this. Even though this is a Thunderbolt device, you have to buy a separate Thunderbolt wire. It does not come with the unit. So that is the Apollo 8 quad. And we're really excited about it. Thank you for watching. All right, bye-bye.